Usher doing the Super Bowl.
I think that's going to be pretty epic. He's got some freaking bangers, and he's a really good performer.
Yes, it actually makes sense because he has his Vegas residency right now, and the Super Bowl is in Vegas. It's in Vegas this year.
Oh, wow.
He's been in the news all year talking about serenading people. The Keke Palmer and her boyfriend thing was surrounded by Usher.
Hilarious.
So yeah, I've been a huge Usher fan since as long as I can remember. Literally since I've been listening to music, I've been listening to Usher.
Yeah.
I think he was one of my first favorite artists.
What was that song? Your favorite song?
You Make Me Wanna.
Yeah, that song played over and over and over in our household.
I remember watching that music video in Montreal, like when we lived there. That's one of my earliest memories is watching music videos in Montreal. The fishbowl.
Yeah, remember when we could record videos on our. Stacy would record, and then that video came on. She would play that video all the time, even years after that song.
All the time, and on top of that, sometimes they wouldn't have the lyrics, so I would literally pause and write down the lyrics. And sometimes the lyrics that I was singing were not the actual right lyrics, but whatever. There was actually, I forgot what the magazine was called, but they had a section where it's you thought the lyrics were this, but they're really this.
Oh, was it Teen?
Yeah,
17 or something
17
like that.
magazine.
One of them was 17, and the other one was
we used to read so many magazines. My sister the other day was wondering if people even have posters on their wall anymore.
Yeah, what do kids put on their walls nowadays? Because I remember when I was younger, my wall was covered in posters.
Actually, they do, because my boyfriend's nephews have posters on their wall. But it's more of those posters that you buy at Walmart, those big ones, versus a magazine where you would rip it out.
Yeah,
and put your little crush on the wall.
Yep.
Have a little Destiny's Child chilling on the wall.
Yep. Oh my God, we had a Justin Timberlake poster on our wall for the longest time.
Or even albums, when you would buy a CD album, they would have a little piece of paper with the credits, the songs, and then sometimes you would unfold it and it would be a picture of the artist, and then you could just put that on your wall too.
The best was when they came with lyrics.
Yes, because then it's you have the actual lyrics. Even nowadays, the lyrics on Apple, the lyrics on Spotify might not be the actual lyrics, even though wouldn't it be the artist that submits
I don't fucking know.
The lyrics is so weird.
Can we talk about the whole podcast regulating thing that's
I
going
don't
on?
know what Canada wants from us, but they've been passing a lot of bills, and honestly, it's so bad because I pay attention to American news way more than I pay attention to Canadian news. But yeah, I didn't even really read through it.
Basically, they're just saying that you have to register your podcast under some whatever so that they can make sure that you're giving good information. But first of all,
good information, valid information. What kind of journalist degree do you think that we have?
Literally, though, I'm like, bro, we're just trying to talk shit on a podcast. We're not trying to fucking. No one here said we were trying to educate anyone.
The generation.
We just like to talk crap. We're not out here trying to tell people how to live their lives.
Maybe they're trying to say you have influence and you should be paying attention. But you should be paying attention to what you're saying because it's being broadcasted. But
listen. There's no influence.
They want it to be filtered into their system so that they can.
No, they just want to stop in case we ever make $1 so they can tax us on it.
They're gonna do
just kidding.
Anyways.
Just kidding. I love the government. I have no problem with them. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I pay my taxes. Yes,
I gotta do that. So.
Yeah, you're the one. That's the tax evader right here. It's her. It's her, officer.
Year, guys, don't audit me, please.
Stacey's claiming 16 children. Jesus.
Stop.
Trying to get that baby.
But yeah, I don't know about this broadcasting thing. Obviously, at some point, it's gonna. Because how are they going to enforce that? Am I just going to get an email at some point being like, you need to register, or we're gonna penalize you financially? Because
unless it's financial, I don't care. To be honest, unless you're penalizing me financially, I really don't give a shit.
Well, I wouldn't want them to penalize me, period, because
what's the worst thing that they're gonna do?
I don't know. You're talking about it like it's a parking ticket, or is that even worse? I don't know, because parking tickets at some point they'd be suspending your license, so there are actual consequences.
Do they suspend your license, or do they just stop you from renewing your license?
Actually, I think when you renew your license, there's a fee before you renew it.
Like, you have to pay off your tickets. Yeah. Like, you gonna pay them.
You just never renew your license, obviously.
Oh, so we're just driving dirty in these streets, like, no license.
You don't even have to pay. The crazy part is, nowadays you don't have to pay to renew it. You just have to renew it, though.
Yeah, so it's like, unless you're...
But then but that's how they get the tickets, because if you still have tickets on your name, you can't renew your license.
Or your plates, yeah.
You can't renew your plates, so.
And then that was a whole other thing.
Yeah, when the cops stopped. Yeah, well,
I was once friends with a girl. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned her, and I'm pretty sure I named her Veronica.
Oh, jeez.
And she used to never pay her tickets. Like, never, never, never. And one time, like...
Quebec side or Ontario?
So her vehicle was registered on the Quebec side, but either or, if your license is suspended, your license is suspended, right? So one time she was driving, and thank God that day she was like, "Oh, you want to come with me to Montreal?" And I was like, "No, like, I think I'm just gonna hang back."
Imagine being trapped.
Thank you, stranded. Lord. Literally on the 417, gets pulled over by OPP.
Oh, wow, the 417?
On the 417, on the way to Montreal, gets pulled over on the 417, and they impounded her car and left her on the side of the road.
Wow.
Ruthless. I was like, and the worst is, like, because the officer, because I remember she called and she was like crying, and I was like, "Ma'am, I don't drive. I don't know what you want me to do for you." And she was like, the officer was like, "You know what? Normally we would give you like a pass, or like not a pass, but like a warning, blah blah blah." He's like, "But I can see here that you've been stopped numerous times." Like, she got that, her vehicle got impounded that day. Another time, we were leaving the bar, her, me, Kelly, the Gemini, and her, like, we're all in the car. We're driving home, get pulled over in Elmer. They impound the motherfucking car.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, second time. This girl got her car impounded at least 3 or 4 times. She never learned her lesson.
That's too much.
She would, like, pay the impound fee, because, like, and every time you get your car impounded, like, if it's because of, like, a suspended license, usually, like, the wait time is like 30 days or some crazy shit. Plus, so, like, the impound fee, 30 days, $30 a day for 30 days.
Plus, obviously, and maybe she has her suspended license. Like, there's usually a lot going on when you get to the point where your car needs to be impounded. So you have to pay, like, a heavy fee.
Yeah, like, that girl did not give a flying fuck.
Plus, you're without a car. That's the thing. But plus you're without a car for however long they impound.
Yeah, she did not care. I remember one time.
And these are probably not the Uber days. These are
No, this is pre-Uber days. Yeah. I remember one time after she got her car impounded while we were in Elmer, we were at our apartment. And at this point, she was just being a freaking biznitch. Like, the worst human being you could imagine. Like, just, she had invited this random girl from the bar to come and live with us. This girl was weird as hell. Like, all this bullcrap was happening. And then her friend's like, "Well, guys, we should put our heads together to get her car out of the impound." I said, I don't know who's
I don't give a shit about her car.
When I tell you, me, the Gemini, and Kelly just picked up our Chinese food, went outside, we went to go eat at a freaking park. I'm like, I'm not paying for nothing.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm sorry,
no,
girl.
ma'am.
We are not that close of friends, clearly.
This is like after she slept with the guy that I was seeing, after she tried to kiss my ex, after she had talked bad about me. I was like, ma'am,
enough
please.
Is enough.
That's enough. We basically bullied her out of that apartment, though, and then she ended up moving back to Africa.